So feed rate, so the distance traveled by the tool on the workpiece. So the distance, how much distance is traveled by the tool, that is we call it as feed rate. The feed rate is a distance through which the tool advances into the work during one revolution of the work or cutter. So it is normally expressed in millimeter per revolution or per minute. So the factors affecting feed rate. So work material. So based on the work material we have to give feed. So the different material have different feed rate, and the capacity of the machine. So the how much capacity, how much feed we can give a particular machine. So that will be listed, capacity of the machine. And cutting tool. So based on the cutting tool material or geometry, so it affects the feed rate. And cutting fluid and surface finish of the work and the type of operation. So these are the factors affecting feed rate. The selection of feed rate. So feed rate for turning and boring. The two most common tool material used for turning are high speed steel, that is HSS, and carbides. So these are the two major tools we are using in machining. So in common practice for manufacturer to recommended feed rates in millimeters per spindle revolution, that is per revolution. So per revolution we are using in manufacturing industry, but we can convert that per revolution can be converted to per minute, multiplying the feed rate in into spindle rotation in revolution per minute. So if you calculate this, we will get the per revolution. The next one, the typical feed rate for turning slash boring in millimeters per revolution. So the different material have a different feed rate. So for HSS tool we'll have a different feed rate, and carbide tool we have a different feed rate. So here if you see part material, so the different materials are mentioned here: low carbon steel and medium carbon steel, steel alloy, grey cast iron, stainless steel, chromium nickel, aluminum alloy, brass, and plastics. So these materials, what is the feed rate? Its maximum feed rate and minimum feed rate is given. So for HSS tool, the low carbon steel have 0.15 to 0.45 per revolution, and in carbide tip, the low carbon steel have 0.15 to 1.1 per revolution. So these are the feed rates mentioned for different materials. And this is a depth of cut. So it is the thickness of layer of metal removed in one cut or pass, measured in the direction perpendicular to the machined surface, expressed in So the depth of cut, so in turning process we are reducing the diameter, so we are giving a depth of cut. And in milling machine we will reduce the thickness of the metal work, so by removing the top surface. So that is thickness of layer of metal removed in one cut or pass. So this is about process parameter involved in production process. The next topic we'll discuss in the next session. Thank you.